See, Melbourne Park. Probably been here about an hour actually. I went to Hawthorn Tennis Club and we just got a tram and now it's just they're sort of just playing previous matches, Australian Open matches on the screen, and it's almost 6 o'clock. So it's the women's final coming on about 7:30, 7:10, 7:30. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, if you sort of booked your ticket, I guess several months ago, and you pay, I don't know, maybe $1,000 or $1,500 trying to get best seats, and then you kind of realise, well, Djokovic has kind of been knocked out. I don't know, would you be a little bit disappointed? I mean, you're kind of spending all that money thinking that Djokovic is going to be playing. He's going for the 25, the outright record in singles, and he was knocked out in the semis. So in some ways, he would have been better off actually watching the semis. But I guess that's what happens with tennis. You're not always guaranteed that the best players or the GOATs getting through to the final. Yeah, I also noticed that John Cain, it's a John Cain Arena. It was a former premier of Victoria. And so I don't know what the reason behind it is, but there is a John Cain Arena. So they've named an arena after John Cain, a former premier. And there's also the 1593 arena, which I found out was an alcoholic beverage, a Chinese alcoholic beverage or something called 1593. So it must be a sponsor, and they've again named the arena after this alcoholic beverage by 1593. I don't know. I can't work it out either. But if they're the sponsors and they're obviously paying for it, then they can get their name. So I don't know. Maybe John Cain, I don't know, paid to have his name as an arena. I think it used to be Hisense or it used to be a Vodafone. So the name changes. Maybe the name changes depending on the sponsor. Kia's been a big sponsor. I'm assuming Kia is probably a sponsor. And they used to have the Heineken. I can't see Heineken. I don't think they have Heineken anymore. And they used to have some Heineken beer garden, but that's kind of gone. I don't know. What's that replaced by? Probably some other, I don't know, alcoholic drink, or maybe it's replaced by a 1593. I don't know. Again, I do not encourage alcohol of any form. But this is what people do now. They come, they watch sport, and they just want to drink alcohol. It's kind of the culture. It's what Australia has it's kind of adapted, particularly amongst the cricket. So the final, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't have my predictions. And I didn't even look at the predictions on my calculator book before I left. Sinner, well, I don't know. Sinner's obviously hit a lot of form, but I don't know. Just if you base it on results, Sinner's never actually won a slam anyway. Yes, remember they've won a slam. He beat Djokovic in that US Open final when Djokovic, of course, was going for the Calder Slam. So both Medvedev has beaten Djokovic. Sinner has beaten Djokovic, obviously in the semi, and also Alcaraz beat Djokovic in the Wimbledon final. So I don't know. Is that 3 slams that potentially Djokovic should have really won, along with the 3 slams that COVID denied Djokovic of 3 slams? So I don't know, potentially 6 more slams. I mean, I don't know. Could be on 30 slams. I mean, he's kind of that good, but yeah, maybe he just does feel the pressure and he loses to matches that he shouldn't lose. I don't know. And he admits that was one of his worst performances in the semi-final, to lose to Sinner. I mean, look how many unforced errors he had. He just had a whole pile of unforced errors, which is pretty uncharacteristic. So I don't think Sinner played good tennis. I just think Djokovic played really poor tennis. So You know, Djokovic plays solid tennis. He'll beat any player without a doubt. He is that good on any surface. I think the favourite over Nadal on clay, favourite over Federer on grass, and of course favourite on hard court. He plays best on hard court. 10 Australian Opens, and Sinner comes in, knocks him out in the semi. They're going for 11 Australian Opens, and of course goes 25 Australian Open titles to overtake Margaret Court's record. Well, they're equal on 24. So. But yeah, that's just tennis, and that's just the drama of tennis, which is why everyone comes to watch tennis, because it's not guaranteed. Yeah, that these players are going to win all the time. But Djokovic, he'll come back. He'll get the 25. Will he get to 28? Roy Emerson, 28 is the most number in men's tennis. And of course, Roy Emerson won more singles than Rod Laver. He got 12 singles. Rod Laver 11, but of course, yes, Rod Laver wasn't able to play with that 5-year gap because of the restrictions when he was playing professional, and they wouldn't allow professionals on the main circuit, only amateurs prior to 1968. But as the record stands, Roy Emerson 12 single slams and 28 Grand Slams overall. And so yes, it was Pete Sampras that beat the 12, and then finished on the 14, and then Roger Federer of course overtook 14 to go to the 20, and then Nadal 21, and then I think Djokovic probably 22, and then went on to get 24. And as it stands, we've got Djokovic, Margaret Court 24, Nadal 22. Djokovic, Court at 24, Serena Williams 23, Nadal and Steffi Graf 22, and then Federer 20. So Federer's coming in fifth just on singles. You know, everyone thinks he's the best of all time, but he should have won 10 more slams. He was just joking, and that's what happens if you choke on matches. It was just every match he's winning a high percentage of points on play. He was playing the better tennis on almost every Grand Slam match that he was playing in, and he wasn't able to win the matches because he was just choking, feeling the pressure, and as a result, comes in fifth. Oh well, but that's still a good effort. But no, he doesn't hold actually any records, and even at Wimbledon, and never had over 9 singles. Now I'm just going to move away. I don't know. Someone's getting a little bit disturbed that I might be videoing them or something. I don't know. Yeah, so never had over 9 Wimbledons. Djokovic 10 US. Djokovic 10 Australians. Nadal 14 French. The US was at least in the Open era, I think was Sampras 5 and I don't know Connors, Jimmy Connors. Or Borg, I know. I know that, or even Nadal. I know that Sampras got 5 US. And Djokovic, did he go to 5 when he won the US, or only 4? But I think the record is 7 anyway. But you have to go prior to 1968 as 7. So that record should go in some. You would expect in some point in time, along with the doubles, 18 men's doubles, mixed doubles set at 21. Women's doubles, of course, 31, possibly unbeatable. But yes, there's still records, and even in men's 28, Roy Emerson, and so men just have to play more doubles and mixed doubles along with singles in order to break that 28. Can that be achieved? Well, it can be, but we have to change the scoring system. So that's a whole area in itself, and that's something which I've done all the research, come up with the 50-40 game, fantastic. I'm just sort of writing this up in a book on operations research in tennis, and then try and distribute this kind of knowledge and take it through the ITF, and I think we can achieve that. To me, that would be the biggest breakthrough in tennis, and better than the tie break, changing the game structure rather than the changing the game structure rather than the set structure of playing a tie break, rather than the advantage rule, which again has been completely eradicated anyway. They don't play advantage sets anymore. Even the final set, so it's all tiebreak sets. But even that's not enough, as we saw, 4 hours plus the other night with Zverev and Medvedev. When it goes to 5, it can typically go more than 4 hours, or even 5 hours. Okay, so yeah, it's just a pretty good it's a good vibe here. I think I'm in this kind of kids' playground, and they got this totem tennis or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm actually standing in this kids' playground, and they've also got some table tennis. They got like some outdoor table tennis. So they're trying to be a little bit more interactive and build the kind of, I don't know, for kids and that sort of thing. They just want to live the experience, of being here, not just watching the tennis, but also interacting with some sort of I guess toy. I don't know, whether it's just kind of table tennis or totem tennis or so the Rod Laver, where is the Rod Laver? Can't even see it from here. I think it's in the back somewhere. And that would obviously be, can't really afford a ticket to the Rod Laver, so I'm just in there. Got a ground pass, but $19 after 3 o'clock. It's pretty good. Be good to see a bit of entertainment. Not really see much entertainment in terms of, I don't know, shows or like music or something. Maybe I'm just in the wrong area. I came with Hawthorn, a tennis club. A few of us come down. I was at the Hawthorn Tennis Club, and a few of us came down here. Just got a tram. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap it up there, and So enjoy the tennis, everyone. Yep, just over an hour now. Men's final. Sinner, Medvedev, Barron's prediction. I don't know. Medvedev 4 sets.